Hi, sixth grade. So today what I want you to do is I want you to go to the build background page in your workshop book to page 46 or 47. And I'm realizing now that you don't have your workshop book. So I want you to go to the Wonders website and I want you to look through those pages. So I want you to go, it said the question is how do life forms vary in different environments? And I want you to read through page 47, which is living environments. And I want you to read through that. So I want you to log into Wonders and see if you can get that to work. If you can't, all is well. We could do it in class, but I'd like you to get that done without me. So go ahead and do that. You can use your simplified login or your Holt McDougall login. And then let's go ahead and go through our words for this week, starting with classification. So let's go ahead and put the number next to it. This goes into either your, you can choose, I think I asked to put this in your powerful words section of your notebook. And we're at the end going to be taking a quiz that is over this, but it takes the place of your vocab worksheet. I just kind of wanted to try it out and see how it goes this week. So classification is the act of placing items into groups. So I'd say a lot of you like to do stuff like this. Classification of grocery items by category makes them easier to find. So I'm sure that some of your parents, whoever is the grocery shopper in the family that likes to do that, I know I am. I love to put them into categories so that when I go to the frozen section and I go to the veggie section, I know exactly what area each of those items are. So you can see here that there's categories or classification of items within stores. So the classification for this area would be the dairy area, and that would include like milk, ice cream, and cheeses. So that would be in the act of putting those into the different groups. Our next word is compartment. A compartment is a separate section. So she placed her luggage in the plane's overhead compartment. So it's a separate section that is separate from the seats. So they call that the overhead compartment. What things do you store in a compartment? So you might have a compartment in your bag that's separate that maybe you like to put your headphones in, or a compartment in your backpack that you like to put your pencil box in. So this shows the overhead compartment or a separated section or space. Our next word is engulfs. When something engulfs a person or object, it completely surrounds it or takes over it. So sometimes you might say the fire engulfed the building, so it completely surrounded or took it over. So fog engulfs parts of a bridge in the morning. So we'll look at that picture. Oh, there's
engulfs.
All right, so when we look at this situation here, when we looked at this, and it looks like it's in San Fran. I wonder if I can fast forward this. You can see here that it completely surrounds or takes over it. And I think, I want to say San Francisco has like a Twitter name that's like talks about that, the fog has a Twitter account because it just completely engulfs the Golden Gate Bridge all the time. All right, let's move on. Flanked. Go ahead and write this down. Put your number of your level of understanding of this word. If you are flanked by something, it is alongside of you. Okay, so cheering fans flanked the road as the marathon runner run past. So this is when we're thinking of the word flanked. Flanked is to be on the side. So they're the side. Cheering fans flanked, so they're on the side there. How are the words flanked and bordered similar? Flanked is alongside and border would be along the side of something. So like if you have the border around like a piece of paper or on a wall. Our next word is maneuvering. When you are maneuvering something, you are guiding or moving its position with skill. Okay, so when let's see here. So when you're maneuvering something, a lot of times I think of like driving, maneuvering a car. So you're guiding it to do what you want it to do. So maneuvering this bicycle up the twisting and rocky path was easy for him. So how do you get good at maneuvering something? Practice. What might make maneuvering a bicycle difficult? Probably a flat tire, mud. There we go. Our next word is obscure. Go ahead, put that number down. To obscure something is to hide it from view. Earth's shadow will obscure the moon during the eclipse, so it's to hide it. Okay, so what would be something else that might obscure your view from something? So like I know in a car, like there's a blind spot and what would obscure or hide from a car that's on the side from my view, like the side part. So in order to make sure I can look, I have to make sure I turn my shoulder in order to see something. What is an antonym for obscure? To be in view. Let's get this one. All right, our next word is species. A species is a group of related living things with very similar characteristics. So dogs are among the most popular species that people keep as pets. So it's a group of living things that are similar. So another within that same species probably could be wolves and whatnot. Obviously, birds would be a different type of species. What are other two popular pet species? Birds, cats, fish, a lot of them. I'm sure a lot of you guys have all those different kinds. Reptiles. You're welcome for seeing dogs in the coat. So cute. All right, our next word is submerged. A submerged object is covered with water. A scuba diver explored the submerged shipwreck, so it'd be completely under the water. Where might you find it a submerged object? Maybe dishes in the sink might be submerged. This shows submerged could be completely under the water. Submarine would be another one to think about. All right, so make sure you attach a picture. If you don't have the capability, I know some of you sixth graders have computer lab, mark it as done or just say I finished writing them in my notes just to indicate to me that you did that completely. And then go complete the quiz. All right, good luck.